Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and in today, well, I say in today's episode, I haven't actually started any episodes for this yet, so let's reword this. Today I'm going to be starting a new project. Well, I say a new project, it's actually an old project that I'm converting, because originally I started to live stream this game and I got about, I'm going to say probably about halfway through the game. Maybe just under halfway, and it was pulling in a few viewers, but not enough really to keep it going. So I've decided that instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a bit of a walkthrough guide instead. So in this game, in this game playthrough, I'll be going through on the easiest difficulty, just purely because it will be a lot easier for getting everything that we're going after today, or at least for this playthrough anyway. And also I've already completed the game on all the other difficulties except for the grounded mode, which I'm currently working on. But in grounded mode it's an incredibly hard challenge and it's probably going to take me some time. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is starting a brand new game, which obviously is pretty self-explanatory. And what difficulty should we go for? Let's go for easy difficulty actually, just purely because the harder the difficulty, the less items there are to be had, which means, well, a lot less resources rather, which means essentially we are going to be struggling to get all pickups that we're going to be getting. So during this playthrough I'm going to be showing you where all the Shiv door locations are, so long as my memory holds out, where all the Firefly pendants are sat. I'm also going to be showing you where you can find all of Ellie's magazines. I'll also be showing you where all the other key items for the trophy is. So there's numerous different items to be picked up. Although the crafting is pretty self-explanatory, I will give you a quick rundown of that as well, and upgrading weapons. And also as we go through the game I will pretty much show you the different strategies that I've developed for getting through different areas. So basically I'll be showing you how I find it easiest to get through certain areas. So the game that we're going through is The Last of Us, which follows the journey of Joel and Ellie as they work their way through infested towns and other such areas after a outbreak occurs.
It's way past your bedtime.
Kind of like your Resident Evil kind of thing, sort of. I mean, it's not quite the same. In fact, actually, let's say it's more towards The Walking Dead, if you will, because it's basically, it starts off with a few people getting sick like in The Walking Dead, and then it just sort of spreads from there. Well, at least I think that's how it started in The Walking Dead. I'm not 100% certain.
What? No.
Since, as far as I'm aware, they've never actually fully revealed what started the outbreak on Walking Dead.
I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
So another thing that I'll also be trying to show you is the where all the optional conversations are, because there is a achievement for that, which again I've already got, but I can still show you guys and girls where to find them all. So unfortunately we are going to have to go through the prologue first, but then, to be honest, if I didn't go through the prologue it wouldn't be a proper playthrough now, would it?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now.
Uncle Tommy? Hello? What was that all about?
Sorry about that, guys. Just messing with my headset for a second, which is connected to my Blue Yeti mic, or at least I'm kind of hoping that the Blue Yeti mic is actually working properly this time. I mean, I have done extensive tests before starting this video, so and it was coming up as working, so fingers crossed it stays like that. Anyway, let's get on into it then. So here we are in Joel's house. Now there aren't actually any pickups as such in here to be had. There are a few things though that we can actually muck around with. So in here we've got Joel's birthday card. So I'll just leave that open for you guys for a moment so you can just quickly read that if you wish. Pardon me. Maybe burping a little bit. I've been drinking Pepsi Max, so I have got a bit of gas. I do apologise, folks. So you can also pick up the phone.
Phone's dead.
I don't think we can get inside the closet. No, we can't. So I think that pretty much concludes this room. So we'll go ahead and make our way out of here.
Dad?
So we can't really run around in here as such. We can only walk, unfortunately. So it's going to be a bit of a slow stroll through. But we can go from room to room looking for Joel. So this will basically give us a little bit of info here. So admittance spikes at area hospitals. 300% increase due to a mysterious infection. So by that then we can depict that a mysterious infection is moving its way through the towns. And that is what's causing our population to turn into what we call zombies, I suppose, or in this particular game they're actually called clickers. And there are lots of different stages of the infected, which I will get to later on as and when we come across them. Oh, the controller's dying. And like an idiot, I haven't put the charger back in. One moment, folks. There we go. And if you're wondering what the oh god was all about, it's because my PS4 is behind the TV at the moment, and I almost fell over the TV. And the reason the PS4 is behind the TV right now is because at the moment my Blue Yeti mic, unfortunately the cable that I've managed to squirrel out of my drawer for it is a very short cable, so it doesn't reach very fast. So the only way I could get the Blue Yeti mic to reach to in front of me from the PS4 was by moving a few bits and pieces around. So essentially I've had to move the TV across to my coffee table and slip the PS4 in behind it, and then drag the cable for the Blue Yeti underneath the TV and towards the edge of the coffee table where my Blue Yeti mic is. Not exactly ideal, but it is what it is. I'm not entirely certain what's actually going on with my Blue Yeti mic. Like I said, I've got it working at the moment, but as you will find out from my Final Fantasy VIII guide, which I'll be uploading the last load of videos to today, hopefully,
Anyone come in here?
No.
which means that project is officially closed and finished. There are quite a few episodes where there is no commentary,
Someone arrived with him. They're sick.
and this is because my Blue Yeti mic, for some reason, although the light was coming up on the Blue Yeti which told me that it was on, and I'd hit the button to make sure it was unmuted, for some reason my voice still wasn't coming through. I don't know why, it just is. Well, that's just what it was. I have no clue as to why it's done that. I don't know whether it's the cable or what, or whether I've got a dud Blue Yeti mic.
You've got to get here. Do you understand?
Unfortunately, I haven't got the funding to put it to the test, but when I do have the funding, I'm going to order a new cable, see if it makes any difference.
You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit. You got blood all over you.
Let's just get out of here.
But anyway, enough about my Blue Yeti mic. That's not why we're here. We're here for The Last of Us. So at this point, we can't really do much except just stare out the window of the car. I mean, we can alter which window we are looking out of, but there's not really much to see, I don't think. So I have got numerous other projects in mind, as well as this particular project that I'm now working on. However, at the moment it is a case of trying to sort out recording equipment for my PS3, since the games that I want to do are only accessible on PS3 as of right now. And although there is rumour that the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible potentially, I don't know how far back it's going to go. Second of all, just because the PS4 has a built-in recording system and live stream system, it doesn't mean that the PS5 will. I mean, I'm assuming it might, but also again, it's going to be a case of whether I can afford the PS5.
Who do you know? Did Jimmy work with City?
But to sort of give you a rough idea of what's to come, at the moment obviously I'm doing The Last of Us, and I'm hoping that will fill the gap between now and,
We have room.
well, hopefully as close to March next year, which is when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. Obviously, we are coming up to Christmas now, so over Christmas time I will not be recording. I will be taking the week off over Christmas to spend with family and friends and whatnot. But then next year, when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, that will be my next project after this one. And then also other projects that I'm potentially going to have in the works, if I can sort my equipment out, will be Final Fantasy 13. I'm going to do a little bit of Final Fantasy 13 2 as well. I don't know whether I'll be able to fully show you guys everything on there, because like there's still bits on there that even I'm still learning. But I will try to do as best a walkthrough for it as I can. Oh. Wow, we just got hit hard.
Daddy? Hey! Hey!
Okay, so we're going to have to crack our way through the window here. We'll just go ahead and do that now.
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How about it?
It's bad.
I'm gonna need to run. Keep us safe. Come on, baby. Hold on tight.
So we've now got to carry Sarah through the crowd here, being that she's busted her leg, although I don't think it's broken. Something tells me if her leg was broken she'd be screaming in agony right about now, because I mean, like, I've never broke a bone, but from what I've been told it's bloody painful.
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
Well, duh, we're already here, come on. We're ahead of you today. Seriously, Tommy, you need to speed up. Oh.
God damn it. We're almost there. We're almost there, baby.
So again, there are no pickups in this area either. In fact, I don't think there's any pickups throughout the entire prologue area, if I'm honest. I've never come across any. In all the different videos that I've watched, none of them have ever shown anything here.
I'm gonna meet you there. Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
He's gonna be fine. We're almost there.
So we are now coming close to the end of the prologue.
It's okay. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help. Stop!
So I'm pretty certain that some of you that watch this will already know what happens next. Unfortunately, it is inevitable. Just to remove any shred of doubt from anyone out there that might be wondering if there's actually a way to prevent it. I have explored every possibility. I've done monstrous amounts of research, and it is impossible to prevent it, unfortunately. It is a fixed point of the story and cannot be prevented, unfortunately. Which I have to admit is a bit sad.
Sarah. Move your hand. I know. Listen, anything with this hurts. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. I'll pick you up. I know, baby. I know. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me. Come on.
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
Hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
I'm coming.
How was your morning? Want one?
No, I don't want one.
Well, I have some interesting news for you.
Where were you, Tess?
West End District. Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here and I got jumped by these 2 assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
Give me that. Are these assholes still with us?
Well, that's funny.
At least find out who they were.
Yeah, look, they were a couple of nobodies. They don't matter. What matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
Our Robert.
He knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
No. He's not smart enough. I know where he's hiding.
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5. Can't say for how long, though.
Well, I'm ready now. Yeah?
Oh, I can do now.
Okay, so just muted the mic for the cutscene. So here we are, 20 years into the future now. So the outbreak has been going on for a good 20 years now, and this is all that's left of humanity now. Which means it's also been 20 years since Joel lost his daughter, bless him. Let's see here. So there are a few optional things to be done here. In fact, actually, do you know what? I think what we're going to do from here is...
Look at that.
So I think what I'm going to do actually from here is I'm going to call the episode here, well, end the episode here rather, and then we'll pick things up next time where we'll actually start getting properly stuck into the storyline, because initially this episode was more about just sort of getting the prologue out of the way and sort of explaining what's going to be going on, what I'm going to be doing throughout this walkthrough. So I'm hoping that this video has been useful to people so far. Well, mind you, I say this video useful. Obviously, I've not done too much as of yet. I mean, I've given a bit of info out, I suppose. So let me put it in this context, and I hope the info I've given out so far is of use. So, like I said, I'm going to end the episode here. If you've liked what you've seen, then do let me know in the comments section, or hit that like button, or even be subscribed to the Dark Swordsman Gaming and Guides channel. And like I said, I'll pick things up next time. So until next time, bye bye for now.